Hey, what's going on, guys? Another day's the day. Uh, I don't know if you can see, but that's all from China. I got another box on the ground and one box up here. I'm gonna do a quick unpacking on it and see what we got, but that is where we are, man. Finally got here. Hopefully it's all here. We'll see, though. We shall see. Well, that's a good sign. At least the front page is in English. hopefully that's a good thing. That's a good thing. I get a bunch of wire ties and a bunch of that black stuff that wraps around to get all your wiring and stuff. Yeah, it looked like there's a lot of stuff in this first box here, but including the wheel and the motor. But I got a whole nother box over there. I don't know what it is. Let's see what this is. A little remote control. Remote controls. Like I said, there's a full twist. There's the full twist throttle. Which I'm not quite sure about. There's torque arm. Torque arm kit. Another torque arm kit. I'm assuming this is the pedal assist stuff. I'm not sure. Like I said, man, we're gonna be working through this. Let's see here what this is. Oh man, see, they did it. This is crazy. I told her I didn't need the brake pedals or the brake levers. And they send brake levers. I don't know. Anybody needs mechanical brake levers? Yeah, I got a set. Those are junk. Don't need those. She's supposed to send me sensors. There's, I guess, maybe that's it. I have no idea. That's part of the pedal assist, I guess. That's wild. We'll figure it out, I guess. Oh, this is the screen. Guess I'll have no idea up until I get that open or get this on and fired up. But that's the controller. I don't know. We'll see on that one. I guess I'll leave all that in the box. Like I said, I hope I don't have to use this full twist. That is short. I don't know. I'd rather have that voltmeter though, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. There's that. Like I said, I got a whole nother box over on the ground and I'm still trying to figure out what that is. Man, this looks like a lot of stuff that look like most of my junk in this one big box. Golly, that's a big hub motor. Holy smokes. She's a big hub motor. Let's look at this guy. Here's the controller. Holy smokes. Wow, man, look at the size of that thing. Whoa. Wow, that thing is huge. Give me a screwdriver here and screw this one. Man, I sure wish, I mean, look, they don't have any labels on this at all. D- plus. We'll see, but that's the controller. I'm assuming this is USB to hook up. Man, it's all labeled in English. It's a good thing. Brake 12 volt, pedal assist. Oh yeah, here's the dongle for the, so I can actually program that through with the phone instead. But that's the controller. Like I said, I'm sitting here trying to, yeah, that's if you want to hook it direct to your, with this for your, to the computer and go over the app. Pedal assist, brake 12 volt. Ignition 72 volt. No, brake 12 volts. Low brake. This one isn't marked at all. I don't know what that is. Throttle. Ignition. Pedal assist. Brake 12 volt. That is the hall center, I'm assuming. Alright, so we'll leave this in here. Golly, that is a big controller box. Holy smokes. We have a lot of trash. A lot of packing. Just want to make sure I'm not throwing nothing away before I throw all this stuff away. Make sure nothing's stuck in it. Man, it sure is hot. It is hot today, boys. It's so close to 100, you can't do nothing but call it 100 degrees. Holy smoke. I got a couple of fans. Got a couple fans burning, but yeah, it's gonna be a hot one. Golly, Jesus Christ. This thing weighs a ton. It's all foam. We still got another box coming. Wow, man, this thing is a monster. $35. Power circle. Yeah, it's already got the cassette on it. That's good. Wow. Man, that thing weighs a ton. That is heavy, man. Okay. Yeah, I kind of started yesterday. I knew this. They said it was coming today, so. Golly. Yeah, I knew it was coming today, so I kind of started. I'll get this box up here. Jesus Christ, this thing. Oh, this is battery and stuff. That's right. Yeah, I started yesterday and started messing around. Kind of getting a jump start. I'll show y'all here in a second. Let's see if I can get this. I think it just pops off, yeah. But yeah, you'll look. I started with my blue, got my covers, got blue pedals. That's the blue I'm going with. I got these HEB tires, and they're the Vipers. I went with the Vipers instead of the Allscapes. And these supposedly are supposed to be a little better ride for being on for street riding. It's supposed to be a little smoother than the Allscapes. But yeah, the old Vipers. And they actually have these, I think there was I think they were $116 for the set with 2 tubes and everything. I think that was on sale. But that tire looks pretty good. That tire looks pretty good on there. I mean, this is the old junkers, the Chow Yangs or whatever. Those are the old junkers I don't care about. I mean, hell, I'm gonna have 2 sets. What do I have? 1, 2. Yeah, I've got 2 sets of those with tires and rim, or with tubes, everything. But I don't like them. They're too thin. Let's see. How are we looking here? Yeah. But yeah, like I said, we got the controller here. I'll put that over there. Man, that screen, I thought that screen might be a little bigger than that, but I guess not. Okay, we'll get into this one. Yeah, this should be battery and charger. I was looking at that controller and I don't see on the deal. She's supposed to throw me a headlight in here and stuff, but I don't know. I'm hoping she ain't screwing me over. There's supposed to be an additional 14-inch add-on extension cable. Wow, that battery looks huge. Maybe that's it. I don't know. No, I don't think so. Who knows? Who knows? Man, I got me some good foam. I like that foam. Yeah, I don't think she did the light. Of course, I bought a complete light kit already, so ain't no biggie, but I don't see my extras she's supposed to throw in. I'm gonna have to get on I'm gonna have to get online and give her a what for if she didn't. Product manual: never store charger outdoors. Never store the charger outdoors. Oh, rain and stuff, I guess. Good. Yep, there's this big old beast coming. Good Lord. Yeah, this bike is gonna increase its weight immensely. Between this battery and that hub motor, this bike is gonna be a lot heavier. A whole lot heavier. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. What's the charger? Let's see what this looks like. Hey, they actually do it. They actually put it in Chinese and English. Hell, it's more English than anything. 120 volt. Yep. Well, it's a 5 amp charger, so hopefully it'll charge pretty quick. And there's the charger. Man, this thing has got me. Oops. I don't know. I guess we'll figure it out as we go. Golly, that battery's huge. Yeah, she's supposed to give me a 14-inch extension cable. They were supposed to make that. It's even in the packing. It's even in the packing instructions. I ain't seeing it. I'm not seeing it. Hopefully this will give me a idea. Where's the plug at? It's up here. God, that's gonna be close. I ain't worried about the bag folds. But here's this. Let's see here. Where's the plug? That was supposed to be the plug there. I don't know. I guess it's supposed to go like so. See, that's got to go in the corner. This is not the. Let me see here. See, that's got to be. This is backwards. This is not what she told me. Because this is where the cord is. I wrote it right here. Yeah. This is not what she told me, but this is the cord now. Man, I hope this works. Yeah, see, that battery's close, but the cord's supposed to be here and not here. She told me wrong. So that's going to be interesting here. The cord is here. But yeah, guys, I'm not going to be a for lithium battery pack. Yeah, like I said, this is not going to be a quick slap together and roll, because I'm going to have to do some pondering on this. Because if the battery don't fit, nothing is going to work. But that battery's close to what she told me. It's a little bit, has a little bit more here, but I think they'll be good. I just don't. She told me the outlet was going to be different. So it's got to go like this. Now I could. No. I don't know. I'm going to have to play with this a little bit here. I've got to figure out, for one, where this battery's going. Then, after that, then I've got to figure out the controller and where it's going. I mean, it's all one way or another. I'll get this sumbitch to work. But she, as you can see here, on her template, this is where the cord's supposed to be. And if that's where it was, it would be perfect. See, it's supposed to be up here in this, but it's not. So now I've got to run this. I don't know if this is what she's calling my my extension or what. I don't know. Where's all the Hall sensor wires and stuff, I wonder? I thought it was supposed to come directly off of this. Where is it at? That's weird. Because this right here is the Hall sensor cluster from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this is the Hall sensor wires, but I don't see. This is small. Yep. Where's the Hall sensor wire then? That's just got a. Oh, that comes off the back. What am I thinking? Hall sensor wires. That goes to the rear hub motor. That's right. I'm being stupid. Uh-oh, look, we got a little spider web straight from China. Alright guys, but basically that's it. I'm gonna get man, that cord's really gonna. Yeah, and she told me they were gonna send me a bag for the controller. A controller bag. So where is that at? It's not here. So headlight controller bag. Don't think I'm not gonna get her. I promise you. She's gonna hear from me. And they'll be sending me some kind of credit of some sort. Like I said, that's the alarm, which she threw in for free. Here's the keys for this. Let me see what this one looks like. I didn't see a 3-speed connector, which I thought it was supposed to have. Let's see what this one. Yeah, there's 3 wires. Then there's a. Is this the same connection? See, that's the same connection, so that throttle should work. Green, red. Let's see here. The wiring is backwards though. I might have to switch the pins up to make it work. And I want to say, I think the yellow goes to my battery connection for the voltmeter, and the blue is a signal wire. So that should be a white signal wire, and the yellow is my voltage. Like I said, I think I might be able to make that work. I'll just have to change up the pins a little. But my 3-speed thing, I didn't see that on there. Like I said, I gotta do a little bit of, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of investigation. Little investigation, but I do, like I said, I do have, and today I actually bought one of those step down modules from a 72 volt to 12 volts, and I already have this light that was left over from that one, and it will work. It will work on for 12 volts if I want to go that route. Problem is this one doesn't have a horn. I'm gonna have a couple of different options. I'll have 2 different options. I can go with this guy, and maybe I could I can rig this up. I can rig this light up on that 12 volt, because I have a switch for all that mess too. I'm gonna have to go over a lot of this stuff here and check. That's the throttle. Let's see here. So this will go like this. Red, black, and then white's going to green for the throttle. We'll get it one way or the other. But basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna handle this just like I did on the other. I want to get all this laid out. I want to get everything lined out on what I want to do. I need to get this battery mounted, for one. Man, that's close. That's what she measured. Just a little bit wider there, but I think I'm good. I just gotta run my wires differently. It's gonna have to go up. Golly. Shouldn't be a problem though. I hope it's not gonna be a problem. That's gonna go there. That'll be the long part. Like I said, I'll get it all figured out. But basically all this mess, and then I've got that, man, that hub motor is huge. Yeah, there's gonna be a little weight to the Ridstar. It's gonna be a little added weight compared to the standard setup, but hopefully she's worth it. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna click off here real quick and do a little bit of reading and stuff, and then I'll get back on here. Like I said, I won't do anything. I'm not gonna do anything until I get all this figured out. But anyway, I'll be back, guys. I'm gonna log off here and do some reading real quick. Hey guys, hey, just got another order in. I just wanted to show y'all real quick. I was just testing them to see, but these are my new low profile blinkers, and they're actually real dark, where you can, they're not real orange or nothing. They're gonna be low profile, but what? Man, those are gonna be badass. Those are pretty cool. I'm still working on getting this bike set up though. Yeah, I'll have those all the way around on the bike. It'll be, they'll be front and back. But now what's going on here? I'm just gonna give an update real quick. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use these torque arms, because if I can actually get them to work, to fit, they'll bolt right up to the existing. These are the originals, but I got to make the hole just a little bigger to accommodate the axle for this. But if you see, it doesn't even matter if I use what they sent me. Of course, they don't line up though. I'd have to use one of the, that big old arm with the hose clamp, which I don't like, but the hell, these don't even fit on. I'm gonna have to take the tops of that out. So I'm gonna try these first, and then I'll have this other set. But I've got to do some modification to this thing here, but I'm gonna try to do that. But anyway, I just wanted to pop in and show you all those blinkers. They're pretty cool. I think they'll work, because what I did was, of course, I've already chewed the old girl in China's ass out, because she didn't send me, she was supposed to send me a light kit with that. She didn't send me a couple of things, and it pisses me off. I'm supposed to have a bag for this controller that I can actually mount the controller in a bag, but she didn't send it. But I'll make it work. I'm probably going to lose my tank bag though. That's probably where it's going to have to go. But I did order. What the hell did I do with that? I just had it. Oh, here it is. Of course, I ordered the thing flat out. But this is more than likely what I'm going to end up having to do. Oh, let me get it out here. I'm probably going to have to do this on my lights. But basically this right here, if you'll look, it's a 72 to 12. I can knock my 72 volts down to 12. But basically the red and the black is your input off the battery. And then your output is the yellow black. So it's going 72 volts in. It knocks down my 72 to 12 volts, and that comes out this. And then basically I have a complete wiring harness and a switch and everything. I'm just gonna have to figure out how to jump those blinkers in line, but it shouldn't be a problem. I'm just gonna have to figure out the wiring diagram on it, but I'll get it. But like I said, it's going to be a pretty cool deal once I get it done, but it is going to take some time, because I'm already having to alter the torque arms to get them to fit the damn, it's a bigger axle on it, but it fits. It drops in. That one set, that 170 millimeter the 170 millimeter is perfect on that, on the dropouts measurement for if you're ordering a kit. So 170 millimeters perfect. It fit right in. And then I'm gonna, like I said, I'm fixing to start working on the torque arms and get those sized right. Once I get the wheel, I need to take that other wheel apart. Imagine that, because they didn't give me the liners. So basically I need to take that wheel apart. I've already got to take the rotor off and put the rotor on this, but that's not a big deal. That's easily done. But I've got to take the tire apart and get that rubber liner out, put it in here, then I can get all the tire together. Once I get the tire together, I'm done. I can flip it back over and start putting stuff in, but I damn sure ain't gonna do that battery until I'm done flipping it over, because that's gonna make it weigh a ton. But anyway, like I said, that's where I'm at so far, so I'll be back. We'll see you. Hey guys, back at it here. I haven't really gotten real far. Tilt this up just a tilt. There we go. But I basically had to enlarge the holes and and the torque arms because they weren't big enough to accommodate the threads for some crazy reason. I don't know. Good old China. There are gonna be some small modification stuff you're gonna probably have to do this. Basically, I just took off the rotor off of this old back tire. Hey, if anybody lives around here, anywhere close, I'm not shipping or doing nothing, but if y'all need some Chow Yang tires, do let me know. I got 2 sets with tubes and everything. But look at these things, man. These things are like paper. I don't know how anybody wants to use them, but I seen them. It said moped on it, but yeah, right. I don't know, man. I just don't get that. I mean, max pressure's 20 pounds on them. Sidewalls are like paper thin, and I don't know, man. I don't get it. I just that's not very safe to me. I don't want to have to worry about flats. So, like I said, I'm just taking the rotor off. I got to change the rotor off. And then somebody asked me one time when I was doing the hub motor on the wire. Yes, that's a Milwaukee Few brushless, but it's a 12 volt. I've got an 18 volt over there. Actually, I've got 2 18 volts, and then I've got this 12 volt set. But I use the 12 volt set because it doesn't have as much. It's a little less torque. I've used those lock-ins, but they won't work either because they're not big enough. This axle is not as tall as the other ones. I don't know how to mess with modifying them, but anyway, that's all I need out of that motor there, off of this rim, I guess. Like I said, if anybody needs a microphone, I don't think my microphone was working. I don't know if the camera picked it up. There she goes. There we go. Yeah, this mic automatically cuts off. So I got this, I got this, I got this, I got this, this. I got this. I got the only other thing I had to do, which I didn't have to take it apart, but I took this liner out, this tire liner that goes around the rim. I went ahead and they didn't give me one, so I went ahead and just took one of the bead sides off and slid this out. I'm gonna put this on the other one just to protect the tube, but I'm not at that point yet. But like I said, I've got the torque arms ready to go. I've got one side that I know how I'm gonna attach that one. The other side, I'm gonna have to be a little creative, but I'll figure it out. Even if I gotta use these stupid things with these, whatever. I mean, I've got one side. I don't know why I mean, I'm sure I need to do both, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm gonna get I'm fixing to go in the AC air conditioner for a little bit, just for a couple of minutes and cool down a little bit. Drink me something. This isn't going to be a 30-minute deal. I don't give a damn who you are. But like I said, I need to take. I just wanted to dry fit that rear tire. Now I'm going to pull it back off. I'm going to put the rotor on, dry fit it again to make sure everything is looking good on the brake, the alignment for the brakes, and once I get everything dry fitted and made sure everything works, then all I'm going to do is Then I'll go ahead and put the new tire, new rim, tubes, new tires, everything. Put all that back on the new rim. Yeah, this bike's gonna be another. I don't know. I should weigh it to see what kind of weight. See what kind of weight. But I promise you, you can feel the difference in just the rear motor and rim compared to that one. Holy smokes! But that's low weight. It's not a high weight. The battery will be more of a mid weight, but like I said, this bike's gonna weigh more. So putting this bike in the back of my truck might be a little bit more difficult than what the little 48 volt Ridstar is, but yeah, this is where I hadn't really got a whole lot. But like I said, there are some modifications I had to do. But yeah, like I said, man, I got those blinkers in. I've got a complete light kit in my office, and I'm gonna rig all that up, test it on my 12 volt box over here. Make sure all that works with the 12 volt. Then I'll use that step down to run my lights. And I've got a switch for the lights and stuff too. So anyway, and I've got a headlight for that too. Like I said, she was supposed to send me a light, but like you said, I can't even see a light function on this controller. And of course, she hasn't responded either, so whatever. I'll make it work one way or the other. I may, until I get the light system figured out, which I'm assuming that shouldn't be too tough. I'm guessing. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna have to go and get some wire to do the light stuff, but I ain't worried about all that. We're gonna get all this stuff running. I'll probably go ahead and throw this battery on a charger and see where it is. Then from there, I'm gonna start. As soon as I get the back wheel all mounted, everything done with the back wheel, the motor, then I can flip it over and start throwing electronics to it. But anyway, guys, like I said, I'm gonna take me a quick break, but I just wanted to kind of touch base, show what y'all I'm doing, and then I'll be right back. We'll see you guys. All right, guys. Make sure my microphone's on. Yep. Yeah, back at it. Out in the heat. Man, it's hot. It's 100 degrees out here today. Wow, man. These are, your rotor bolts are T20s. At least this one is. Only problem that I'm having, or that I see, that I don't quite grasp, I've got two different hall sensor plugs. I'm gonna have to do some reading. But this is your hall sensor connection to the controller. But I have two of them, and I don't get that. I'm hoping there's something in the book. I'm hoping. Because there's not two hookups. There's not two. I have no idea. But we'll figure it out. One way or the other. We got two hall sensors. And I don't understand that one. But we'll learn it together. I guess. Sounds good anyway. This is all learning in progress. I am still not very pleased with this, with them telling me they're going to give me stuff and they don't. I have no idea what this is. Hopefully it's just a spacer or something. I have no idea. I don't know why that's on there. Maybe that's supposed to represent the... I guess I better look in the book. I've got y'all man, I got y'all on a nice, whatchamacallit, I got you on a nice tripod. Somebody threw it in the trash. Not the best instructions in the world, but I'm thinking I need to take that off. I don't even see him talking about this plastic thing. I don't know. We'll see how it fits without it, I guess. I'm not sure unless I need that spacer, but I'm going to take it off for now. Maybe I'm just not thinking straight right now, but I just don't understand those two Hall sensor deals, but we'll see. I'm gonna get that one. Maybe I'm not thinking of something right now, but of course my brain is a little scrambled trying to think of all this. I guess what I'll do, I'll put it on without it. And then we'll see. Maybe that's I don't know, is that a spacer? I have no idea, but we'll find out. Might be taking them back apart if it is. I know on my wire they didn't have that plastic. I hope I don't run out of Loctite. Never can tell how much is in these. Come on, baby. Get in there. I have decided I'm not going to rush this. We're going to get everything set up right, hopefully. Believe me, it'd be nice to slap it all together and be out tearing up the streets. But I am not going to be in any hurry. And we'll go from there. Come on, baby, get in there. That one. Well, that sure is nice going in that air conditioner. Like I said, I got a couple fans running, but man, it's 100 degrees. 100 degrees. Yeah, like I said, I'll put this on there and then I'm gonna dry fit this again. Make sure everything lines up right. Come on, baby, get in there. Why you gotta be so complicated? And when I turn the camera off, I can actually have some music to entertain myself to while I'm back and forth. But these rotors don't look the best in the world. No. Down the road, maybe. Right now, it's good enough. Okay. it go? Oh, there it is. Yeah. Uh-oh. Got some Loctite on the brake caliper then, or on the brake drum, or the brake disc. It can't be too great. Yeah, it's supposed to tighten these in a crisscross pattern. 100 psi. Yeah, we're doing some torquing here. We got the torque wrench out. This is the torque wrench. All right, let's see this. Oh boy. Where is the valve at? Right there. Yeah, that's kind of got me stumped right now. A double Hall sensor, and I don't understand. One goes into here. I don't know. I do not know. Maybe it's I have no idea. Maybe it's a universal motor where you can hook it up to two different things. Who knows? Y'all's guess as good as mine. Golly, I'm telling you, this thing weighs a ton. And this thing is heavy. Okay, here's that. So, yeah, I would be curious. I'd be curious to weigh this and weigh the old one and to see what the difference, because I know it's a lot. Look how short these spokes are. They're not much. That's what I saw online. They always say on the direct drive motors that... All right, guys. Man, I've been battling with this thing, just trying to modify stuff. The pedal assist, where did that go? This pedal assist crap that they sent. I'll tell you right now, getting that crank arm off of these Ridstars are a pain in the ass. This is the pedal assist stuff. This is your sensor and this is your magnetic plate or whatever, but this does not fit. It's the wrong size for that. So I left that one on, but I'm gonna have to play with the wiring because the wiring is the wiring's different. I don't know if it'll even work, but if I don't have pedal assist, oh well. I guess I won't be pedaling a whole lot. But I kind of got a little far in. I've got the screen mounted. It's loose. My problem is I don't know which way's up or which way's down. So I'm not doing anything permanent until I find out I get power. But got the back tire. I got the back. Everything on the back is good. All the rotors matched up. It's it's really not that complicated other than the torque arms they sent me. I had to play with them. I had to play around with them a little bit. But I've got them on both sides. I had to modify them. This axle actually fits in the dropouts on the width, but the height of the axle bolt is a little higher than the other one. So I basically had to, I basically just used one of these guys. I don't know where the one I used went, but one of the unibits little unibit deal. I just used that, and I actually made the torque arms a little taller on each end, and it worked out okay, I guess. I mean, it's not bad, but it's definitely not coming off. I've got the wiring all the way up midway. I've got a nightmare of wiring here. Now, all of this is going to run down into the bag. That's my next feat. I got the battery. I got this god-awful thing charging over here. Got it charging. All I got left is I need to pop. This is all my 12-volt stuff I'm gonna rig up. Got me some back blinkers mounted. But what I'm gonna do is run a power lead from here, go under, come in, and the 72 volt is gonna feed my step down, and then I'll have my 12 volt output. And then I have a harness for tail lights, headlights. I don't know how this is going to work. I don't know how great it's going to work. I do have this headlight, but I got it working, and I was looking on the wall, and man, it's kind of got a weird light shape. But I do have I got stuff scattered, and I'm starting to get scrambled because I'm getting a little scramble brain because I've been out here in the heat all day. It's finally, there it is. It's finally warming or cooling off a little bit. This is the headlight that I got with the light kit. It seems to be pretty bright. I don't know. It's gonna go down. Oh, I'm trying to break my fittings. I'm gonna mount it down here like the wired is. And then, man, did I break? No, I didn't, thank God. That's the lighting wire harness that I need to run all the way back into here. But I'm gonna have a bird's nest here and in this bag probably before it's all said and done. Of course, me and my perfection crap. I'm trying to do everything all at one time. I've got like I said, I've got the blinkers mounted in the back. They're going up into here. I want to put another set. Now I do have these brackets. I have these brackets for that other headlight, which I can mount on there, but I may cut them off. I may just, man, this screen goes blink. I may cut them off right here, mount the blinkers in there, and then do this. And they'll stick out a little bit, but I can make them look good. I can round it off and all that. If this headlight is the one, if this headlight is worth a damn. But like I said, I'm gonna put this down there, and then I'm gonna put this light like I have on the other one. I have one. I haven't bought one yet, but I have one of these blue bars for here that I can add some extra room up here. But I'm probably gonna take the one off of the wired right now, just as a backup or whatever. But I'll have a headlight down there shining, and then I'm gonna have that big one off of the blue bar. But I'm gonna stop messing around with all of this extra crap. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run these brake lights, or these brakes. I'm gonna run the brakes back to this for now. I want brake lights, but I really don't care about the brake sensor that shuts off the motor. I really don't care about all that. I don't understand it. I mean, hell, I've been on a motorcycle my whole life. You touch the brake on it and you have the throttle going. It doesn't kill motors. I don't understand that part. I mean, I guess maybe some people may think that's safe, but this is the full twist throttle for now. I don't know if I can take this off and put the blue to match, but I really didn't want that. I want this other one. But once again, the wiring is a little bit different. It's a little different, so I've got to play around with that on the wiring. I've got to bust meters out and double check and make sure all the wiring is the same. But I'm gonna throw that on there temporarily for now, just to get to see what's going on, or if I can get this thing going. But as of right now, I'm gonna start focusing on the bag and the seat stuff. Trying to get the bag mounted, that way I can put the controller in there. I really wanted that controller bag she was going to send me, because my plan was to run it back here behind the battery. I don't know, that, or if I had room, which I don't know. Maybe it just got to be there. I hate not having a bag for storage, for anything to store, but it is what it is, whatever. I've been seeing people with putting racks on the back. That might be, I really hate racks on the back. It makes them look horrible to me, but that's my opinion. But anyway, like I said, that is going to be it. This is my controller for my controller for the controller itself. This is the light switch. This does the horn, this does the blinkers, and this does the headlight. But that's kind of how it's going to go right now. All this stuff is kind of temporary. I need to go buy some of this DOT4 fluid. I'm going to fill these up. I'm going to bleed them. They're a little spongy. That's down the road. But my next one is seat and that bag. That's my next one. Like I said, I'm just kind of coming in and out on this video stuff, because I know y'all don't want to sit here and listen to me cuss, because that's been a lot of it. It's been very frustrating, but like I said, we're getting there slowly. I'm gonna keep chunking at it. But now it's kind of cooling off a little bit, not a whole lot. Like I said, we got to mess with the pedal assist stuff. I just left the old sensor on. It's a 3-wire sensor. I'm just going to have to play with this controller and see. I'm just going to have to play with it. I'll have to swap the ends out, and then maybe I'll take the end off of the new one they sent and then wire it. I'm going to have to play with it, because I don't even know how to meter that out, because I don't exactly know what those 3 wires are involved. One of them's got to be a sensor wire. Another wire has to read the magnet, and maybe a ground. I have no idea. But anyway, that's where we are so far, man. I'm just trying to keep my head straight and not get frustrated. And like I said, I'll pop back on here. I'm gonna try to start laying out the seat and this front bag stuff, so I can get this controller mounted. But man, this controller, if y'all seen your controller out of your Ridstar, or even the wired, man, this thing is a beast. It is definitely a beast. But anyway, I'm gonna keep pushing forward, and like I said, I'll pop back on here. But like I said, that back tire, mounting that back motor, I've got the motor wires run up here, and then here it is this far, and I've got to get it up in this bag, which I hope it's long enough. I really do. I think it is. I mean, I can put the contacts of it toward. What the hell is this? Jesus Christ. But like I said, it's going to be close. Maybe I'll come through the bottom of the bag or something, but that's my next one. Like I said, that'll go inside. And the back of the bag was right around in there. I can go into the bottom and go in and bam, plug it in. But I ain't going to have any room for error here, but I don't know. Then I thought, well, maybe I should run it up. Maybe I should take it off of here, take the motor wire and run it here and come up under. That would make it a little shorter, but I don't know. Like I said, it's not necessarily the frustration or it's that it's super hard. It's just trying to lay everything out to where you want it, and you don't want to have to double touch it. So anyway, guys, I will we'll pop back on here as soon as I get this laid out. Maybe we'll do a video installing everything. So, but like I said, the rear is completely done and back on its feet, and we'll see where we go from here. All right, guys, I'll be right back. See. All right, guys. Oh man, I've had several people since I've done the other Ridstar, when I put this bag on here, and I've had multiple people ask me if I could show them how I did it. Well, I don't know. The last guy that asked me, I just told him send me an email, because I can't put for some reason YouTube won't let me post pictures. So basically I had it all down. I was going to send it to the guy and asked him, all he had to do is send me all he had to do is send me his email, and I would email him what all the measurements and stuff, but I don't know. He never did. Never did, and that's the second person that actually said it, or that did the same thing. But basically, I come in. I've done this twice, but let's come in from this outer seam. I come in a 1/2 inch, right here. Basically a 1/2 inch. And I'm gonna do it right here. That's at the very bottom. God dog it, this stupid seat. Then, what I do with my measurements? Then, let's see, that's the bottom. Then what I do, I come up 1 3/4 inches. No, I come in. What the hell did I do? Hell, I can't even understand my own writing. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I came in a 1/2 inch off of the bottom. Then I come in 1 inch and, no, yeah. I come in 1 inch. Inch and 1 inch. What? Yeah, I keep screwing myself. I'm gonna come in 1.5 inches over. There. And 1.5 inches over. There. All right. Inch and. What the heck? Oh, there. 1 3/4 down, 1 3/4. So I go, no, I come over 1 inch. This one is 1 inch. 1 inch. So 1 inch from this seam, I hope y'all can see that, from this seam over 1 inch, from this seam over 1 inch. This should be, see, that says 2 inches, but you can make your X's bigger if you want. 1 3/4. That's about right. Yeah. Gotta make sure I'm gonna cut the right one. Yeah, 1 inch. So this one, X that one, X that one, and we're gonna go connect the dots, but we're gonna go this way. We're gonna cut an X in it. And this one's a lot easier to cut an inch on, or cut an X in. The other one I cut cost $40. This one's only $15. So, I guess if you screw this up, it's not quite as bad. It's not quite as bad if you screw it up. Let's go down. Down to the bottom. Just cut. All we're doing is cutting an X. That's it. So your bottom, on the bottom, down here at the bottom is a 1/2 inch in. The top one is 1 inch in, and then cut your X. Pretty simple, I think. As long as I don't cut my damn hand off, we're doing good. And basically, it just makes a little X there. I guess probably need to cut this inside and cut that blue liner inside just to make sure it's out of the way. But basically the back of this bag, the seat goes in, and then you have your 2 bolt holes right here. So your seat's on top of this bag. So when you bolt that seat down, it holds that back. That back won't move. Now the front, I've got to do some adjusting still. But let's see how she fits. I got to go in. Like I said, this is a different material than what that other one was, and I might have to make the X's a little bigger. I don't know. Come on, baby. Get up in there. But basically, you're just making a hole for the seat. Look at that. That's it. I mean, you want to make sure you're clear up here where you're not you're not pushing your bag out of the way. So you want to put a little bit of distance in between here, the front of the bag and this, but you can just slide it back or whatever. But eventually you hit those bolts on the bottom of the seat. But like I said, that's gold, because that's good, because you gotta, the back of this seat is holding this bag down. So anyway, that's basically it. And you can come from the inside and push these out, make it look better. Either way, but like I said, my thing is I thought about, I was going to take this seat to the upholstery guy and show him my other Ridstar and see if he could cut this seat down. The only problem is when you cut this seat down, to be able to use this bag without doing that, you lose the bolts that are under here that holds the bag down and the front of the seat. So I didn't really, if I needed more room in here, I guess I could have cut the foam back on the seat where it's not sticking up so much inside. But either way, like I said, that's pretty much it though. I mean, it's not that hard. I actually undercut it and then I squeeze it up in there. But I mean, that don't look bad. That looks pretty good, huh? Where are my bolts at? No. I think I need to come up forward. There we go. There we go. Now they're in there. Like I said, I may have to do a little adjusting, but it fits pretty good. I mean, it hits a little this way. I see you got to set these bumpers too to keep it from going too far. Those shock bumpers keep your steering from bumping the frame. But I mean, if it hits a little bit, it's not a big deal. I can make the holes bigger, but the problem is your seat under here is hitting these bolts. The front seat bolts is what it's doing. I got some wires up in here still, but the controller wires. But like I said, once you get those nuts on the bottom of that seat and suck it down, the back of the seat ain't going nowhere. But anyway, that's pretty much all you do. Not that tough. But our big one is to see if this god-awful controller will fit in here. I think I put it in that other one. And I really don't know where I want to. Do I want to put the wiring to the front? I guess it really don't matter. That's going to go like that, and I can wire everything in and bam, throw it down on the side. Be nice to get this over just a little where I could put something in here. But I still gotta get the motor wires into this bag, which I will. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll run it over here. Pop a hole down here, run all that through. But man, look at this. I'm gonna have to finagle all this. Like I said, I still don't understand this. They've got two. I was talking to old Jersey John earlier, and they've got two of these connectors, Hall sensor connections, and I'm not sure exactly why they have two. That doesn't make no sense to me. I've never seen that even on. I mean, I watched a lot of these guys doing these mods, and I had never seen a motor with dual Hall sensor. I don't know why it's like that. But like I said, I'm gonna pop a hole down in here. We'll run that motor wire up inside here. Then we can button up all of our connections there. And I'm trying to get this damn battery charged. You would have thought they would have sent that with a pretty good, decent charge on it, but I don't know. I can't tell. I know it's still charging. Golly. Even with a fan, that thing is kind of warm. I'm going to get that off the top of that battery here. Let's see. Let's bring it over here onto this foam. Yeah, I'm trying to get this battery charged. But I think, what did I say that was? It's either a 5 or an 8 amp. I think it was 8 amp input at 5. Yeah, I think it's a 5 amp charger there on the output. But still, that should charge pretty quick, I would think. I mean, you'd think they would have shipped that thing with a decent charge on it, but this is my dilemma. Hold on. And grab y'all off the old tripod. May have to go change batteries. Let's see what the battery says. 37%. But my thing is I need to get that battery under there. I need to run the battery lead up through the bottom of that. Man, I hope these leads are long enough because I do not want to add that extension. I thought they were going to be putting on like those XT90s or something on the connectors and then give me an extension with those fittings on it, but they didn't. So hopefully it's long enough. I'm trying to remember what I said. That was, see, and I keep coming back and back. I mean, I keep beating my head against the wall, but that's the age in me. I'm getting old, and now I get I think I was gonna put the battery like that. But here's the plug is on the bottom. What was I gonna do? See, I wish it was up. That way I could just run it straight into that bag. And that's how she told me it was. She told me that before, she told me that the cord was here. So basically I was gonna do, what was I gonna do? I don't remember what I was gonna do. I think, yeah, I was gonna do this. And then I'd have all that open for the controller. But I wasn't sure it was gonna fit. But now I gotta do something different. No, see, if I could mount it like that, then that's right underneath where the cord comes out. That's right underneath that. So I may try this. I'm gonna put this down here for a second. And that might work. I'm gonna write on there so I don't get confused. So this will be top left, bottom. And then that'll put it right under there. I just don't know if I can fit it all up in there. I hope. It looks like I can. I wish that thing would hurry up and get charged. So yeah, that's gonna be just like this. Hopefully, that's my plan. And if it works out that way, that would be great. Because then, if I can get that damn, which I know, I don't know why, I'm thinking that these guys in China are just gonna go, oh, we're sorry, well, let's send you one. I bet they tell me go to hell. They'll probably tell me to go ask Trump where the bag is. I don't know. But she's taking shape. Like I said, we got everything done. All we got is the electronics and the battery. And good Lord, I'm telling you, I always, before I try to start a bigger project, I tell myself, do it clean first. That way everything, I got room. But look at this mess. I mean, I got shit scattered everywhere. Every countertop in this garage is packed. I brought out the table. We still got crap all over here. It's amazing. But then we got trash, boxes, tools. There's stuff everywhere. But we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. I still need to put the that flat out in the tires, but that ain't no big deal. Controller's already in there. So that's basically what she's gonna look like. But I've got those side covers. Let me show you real quick. I don't think I've showed y'all on the camera. I sent a picture of old Jersey John, but these are the side panels. The aluminum diamond plate, and I painted them. I got 3 coats on them last night or yesterday. And then that'll give me some more blue up top. You know, that'll be blue down there, and then the blue pedals, the blue grips, the blue brake cover things or whatever. I actually thought about taping off those brakes and painting them blue, but I ain't doing that. The hell no. That would be a mess. And I'd have to really scrub the shit out of them and sand them real good, or they ain't gonna hold paint. But like I said, I ain't gonna be a plenty of blue. It is what it is. But alright guys, I'm gonna hop inside, maybe make me a quick, I haven't even eaten. I ate earlier this morning, but I haven't eaten yet. But I'm gonna run in and do that, but I'm gonna start popping some holes and running some cables. Maybe I can start buttoning up all that. That way when this guy gets charged, I need some wire. That's my big one. I need to look in that box. I need some wire to run my 72 volt back to my knockdown under the seat. And then I can get me some lights. But like I said, I can rip that light thing off of the wired bike anyway. They pissed me off today, and I don't really even give a damn about driving it right now. But like I said, old Ridstar over there, old Red, she's charged up 100%. But I want to stay focused on this right now. But we will. Like I said, I want to get everything. I want to get this powered up. That way I can. I don't know what's up or down. There is no direction. There's no writing on the back to tell you what's up or what's down. Usually the screws are up. I'm thinking I have it right, but I don't know. Like I said, I've got a blue bar that I'm gonna have placed to mount stuff. Once again, I'll have extra room. I still got a phone thing to put on over here. That's not my concern right now. I'm trying to get this thing running. So anyway, I'm gonna run and make me a sandwich and stuff, swap a battery out, and then I'll be back. All right, guys. There we go. Yeah, man, that battery. I thought I could put it one way and it wouldn't fit. Man, that girl hosed me bad, boy. But I got a bunch of it hooked up. Now I just need to figure, and I was sitting here looking through this paperwork. She didn't even give me a manual on this damn controller. Let me try real quick. Let me think here. Are we on? There we are. Alright, the controller's on. I'm gonna see. I downloaded an app. I think it's gonna be e-motor. Select a Bluetooth device. Yes. I have no clue how to change this shit, but I'm gonna have to go to YouTube. I'll show you. Basically, we got power. Yep. Let's go to 5. Alright. So according to that, let's do the old. I need to go down to the mailbox. I still got shit coming in from old Timu. I think it all came in today. Let's see here. Let's get out of that. 120 kilometers to miles per hour. Holy smokes. Well, just leaning it up on the kickstand, it's going 75 miles an hour. What the hell? That is crazy. But I need to find out. How to change the miles per hour and stuff. But basically, I wonder if my stuff got delivered today. Man, this has been a long gig. Very, very crazy. I have no lights at all, though. That's the thing. Wow, what did I say? 75 miles an hour? That can't be. That is nuts. I mean, I've still got I've got Velcro straps that are loose. I need to double check the amount and stuff, but I've got everything but the lights. I got everything but the lights. Let's see what let me check real quick. Check my orders and see if they're down there. My orders delivered today, delivered. I got those mirrors. I'm gonna find out if they're the same. Yeah. Let's go down to 1. I just don't know kilometers and stuff like that. So let me look here real quick. So pedal assist 1 is 12 miles an hour. Pedal assist 2, boy, that thing is quiet. That's that direct drive motor. That's why it's so quiet. 42. It goes 26 miles an hour in pedal assist 2. Uh, 63. It goes 39 in pedal assist 3. Maybe 4. $52 miles an hour in pedal assist 4. That's crazy. Well, that motor sure is quiet, though. It really is. Like I said, I just don't know how to do the. I don't know how to do the. I don't know how to change the miles per hour. If I hook up, there's 2 hall sensors on this. If I hook up one, I didn't get anything. If I hook up the second one, everything works fine. That is a pretty cool screen. Here, I'll pull the camera off for you guys and let you check it out. But like I said, that filled up that whole spot down there. I don't have any spot left down there at all. Yeah, look at that, man. That little screen's pretty nice. It said it's reading in kilometers, though. I don't like that. But maybe I can pause this. I mean, I've got a light down there. I just don't have any 12 volt back to the under the seat yet. But yeah, let me do that. I'm gonna pull that light off of that wired, and then maybe we'll go take a spin around the block just to see what's going on. At least that, golly, man, I've been dying all day in this heat, so it'd be nice to at least get a little bit of something, a little bit of ride out of it. But like I said, let me hop off here real quick, and I'll pull that light off of that wired bike and throw it up there real quick, and then maybe I'll go grab my deal and we'll go take a ride real quick and see what's going on with it. I guess. I don't think I got anything else. I just need to tuck a couple of wires so I don't catch wires. But yeah, let me do that, and then I'll come back on, and we'll go take a spin. So I'll be right back. Hey guys, I've been on doing the text thing with a girl in China. Told her I'm pretty pissed off. Let's see what this thing will do here. Whoa. Are these tires flat? I don't think I put all the... Wow. Wow. Yeah, these tires probably ain't all the way up. I didn't I finally figured out how to change them. I got her to send me, they sent me the wrong book. Wow. This thing is fast. That's nuts. Yeah, this thing is quiet as all get out. See, I need to bleed these brakes. These brakes are bad. Wow, this is nuts. Golly, this wind is bad. Plus this thing's hauling ass. Man, I didn't tighten down that stupid throttle. Man, I mean, I got to 50 like nothing. I wish I had my damn cell phone up here because I'd like to know if I'm actually going that fast or not. Holy smokes, this thing picks up. This is nuts how fast this thing goes. I mean, you can literally feel the front end come up when you take off. It's crazy. Wow. That is nuts, man. This thing hauls ass. Jesus Christ. I mean, it doesn't take any time for this thing to pick up. I need to go back and tighten this damn... I'm gonna run back and tighten this throttle real quick. Yeah, I set the speedometer for miles per hour. Even got a clock up there. I'm showing the voltage instead of percentages. Wow, this is crazy, man. This thing hauls ass. I guess that was 50 miles an hour that fast. That is nuts. If it is, I don't know. Tell you what, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna tighten this throttle up a little bit. I have no pedal assist at all. Man. What the hell is this? Oh, hell, I'm about to lose my phone. My phone's in my pocket. Man, this is nuts. Oh, yeah, I'm going to go tighten this throttle down. We're going to get out here and rip it. Man, this is crazy. Yep, this is a whole different animal. I mean, this thing will snap your neck. That wired bike ain't got shit on this bike. I promise you that. Yeah, this bike, man, you can feel it, man. This thing like it's trying to take the front end up. I'm gonna get all this shit off real quick, but yeah, I'm gonna tighten it. It's weird because when I give it throttle, see it's blocking because it's hitting the brake lever. But when I let off, it doesn't let off. Yeah, let me do a quick little tighten up stuff and then I'll be right back. Guys, yeah, I mean, look, I don't even have brake sensors hooked up yet. That's horrible. Man, we were riding, however fast that was, we were going on the air pressure, the PSI's never even, man, this stupid thing keeps going off. My microphone. There we go. Yeah, I put the phone holder on here. That way we can actually see what the speedometer is, if it's close. Yeah, we didn't have any air in the tires. I'm trying to think before I get out here and rip this thing. Did I forget something? I know one of the brakes I gotta tighten up a little bit, but I think it's good. Just want to make sure none of these wires are gonna catching anything. Hell, I'm not pedaling or nothing, so. All right, let's go rip this thing and see what it's actually doing. Now I got my phone. We'll be able to tell if it's actually going what it says it is. Man, that thing was fast, guys. I mean, scary fast. I mean, it ain't like I'm scared of the bike or nothing, but it definitely pops your head back. Definitely. You just have to remember what these buttons are. Key. Yeah, I don't think this is the screen she was supposed to send me. I think she was supposed to send me a different one. This screen is a little small to me, but I mean, it is color. Let's get this thing fired up. Let's see. We'll do a quick test. Let's get rid of all this shit. Done. Now we'll see. Let's turn on lights. Like I said, I'll work on the light stuff tomorrow because I'm burned. But man, I really wanted to get a feel of what this thing is gonna do. And I got it, that's for sure. It's slow speed. Man, that speedometer is right on it. It's wild because you can hear, because I'm not pedaling, you can hear that little gear clicking in that back. But I'm telling you, these direct drive motors, this is a direct drive gearless motor, and man, I can't even hear it. And these Viper's tires are pretty awesome. They're quiet. I'm gonna go to pedal assist 5. All right, wow. Hard to tell. Both of these things. I mean, it's slower, but when I hit it, it's like It's like my phone can't keep up or something. Golly. And I'm not giving it everything. I mean, I haven't opened this thing up yet, and there's too many damn dips and stuff. But I did. Like I said, these tires, wow, man, this throttle is, I mean, this thing got some pack. I promise you, you'll never bitch about this Ridstar with this setup. As far as having no power down bottom, good Lord. This is nuts. God. Yeah, I knew I was going to have to do something with the suspension on this. I'm sure it put a lot of weight. What is this doing here? That controller, you can feel it. It's got a little bit of warmth in that bag. I was curious about that. Look at these old deer. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Crazy ass deer. I mean, you don't even hear this motor. This is amazing. Let's go check old Colorado. We'll see how this baby climbs. Yeah, this is nuts. This is like night and day difference. It'd be nice to have a little bit better brakes, but like I said, these brakes I think need to be bled. This is nuts. There we go. Man, this is craziness. I'm not sure about the speed limit though. The speed, it's like they get close and then they separate. It's weird. But I promise you this thing's going fast. This is nuts. Look at this. Wow. This is crazy. It's weird. It's weird because it feels like it's got like a little bit of lag in the throttle. Like when you let off of it, it don't shut off right then. Yeah. I knew that was coming. This is craziness. But if you want power, this kit's got it. Now, I don't know what kind of problems I'm going to be. Like I said, this is all new, but good Lord. I wonder if there's like throttle adjustments on it. I'm sure there is. I mean, man, I can get out on the, I'd almost say, once I get this all tuned in and brakes working good and all that, I'd almost say I can get out on the highway This is nuts. The problem is you get going too fast and you start hitting these bumps, and man, it kind of scares you because the suspension's horrible. Wow. This is crazy stuff. Yeah, that back brake needs to be bled bad. Like I said, this is the craziest shit because this is a Ridstar bike, just like my other one. The brakes are identical, the hydraulics, everything, but my back brake is on the left. And I don't know how that happened. My other bikes, all the back brake is on the right, but for some reason, this one is on. What was that noise? I'm gonna feel that controller and see if it's got any kind of, if it's scalding hot or. Yeah, it's warm. It's warm, but it ain't like boiling hot or nothing. Wow, man. This is amazing. See, right now the speedometer 5 miles off. Yeah, 4 to 5 miles off from my GPS compared to that screen. Man, that's cool though. I think that's badass. We got a clock now. I can tell what time it is. I don't have to look at this old thing here. Whoa. Yeah, this is a night and day difference. I'm telling you, it's crazy. I can get the front tire off the ground. I was lifting it. Look at that. Woo! 25 miles an hour. It takes the front tire off the ground. Yeah, I gotta watch these damn deer, man. These deer are lousy. Let's see if it'll go from. Wow. Yep, this thing will do wheelies. Not that I enjoy doing wheelies, but. Yeah, this is nuts, man. This is like a whole different bike. It's craziness. Wonder why the speedometers, I mean, like I said, when you're down bottom, it looks like it's pretty close. But once you get up in speed, it like drops like 4 or 5 miles an hour different. But I still haven't got the full run out of it, but I think I need to do that during the daytime. But I mean, if it gets 50, that's fine with me. I don't care. But y'all saw it. It said 75 on the kickstand. Of course, now it's dragging my big ass around, but this bike still handles good, even though it's got all that weight down there. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, these tires are quiet. If there's anybody out there that just basically sticks to, I mean, I don't know. I mean, these tires, they do have pretty good tread on them, but they seem a lot like you've got a lot more surface area contacting the pavement. And then, man, these things are quieter than those Allscapes. They're pretty quiet, man. This is craziness. Like I said, it'll be cool when I get on my blinkers and all that stuff. I mean, man, this thing is quiet. You can't even hear the motor. I'd like to find me a good, smooth, concrete road. Like I said, these roads, I mean, this whole town, every road out here is crap. They're just bumpy and cheap. Golly. That was 50 going uphill. Wow. This is nuts. It really is nuts. But I'm going to have fun with this. This is going to be fun. This could be dangerous, but it'll be fun. Like I said, I know you can amp these things up. I don't know. I mean, I ain't even dug into the tuning and all that, but God, just the way they have it set from the factory, good Lord. I mean, when I hit that gas, the front wheel pulled off of I felt it come off the ground. That's crazy. I don't know. This full twist throttle. It kind of reminds me of a motorcycle. Wow. That's pretty cool. Like I said, man, this is gonna be nice. Like I said, if this thing stays good running like it is, and shit, I might just sell that damn wire. I mean, this thing will smoke that wire. I mean, I'm talking takeoff, up hills, top speed, everything. This thing will smoke that wire. That's crazy. I have to keep remembering that the back brake is on the left. Oh, what all this water out here? I guess somebody been running sprinklers or something. Man, that's crazy. I ain't got no pedal assist yet, but yeah, I got into her ass up there on that shorten me stuff. I don't know. She was saying something about sending me more stuff, and I told her, I said, "Good Lord, it took 3 months to get this." Wow, man, this is nuts. Pretty crazy. Hell, we already did 8 miles. Man, that was fast. Golly, it's 1 o'clock in the morning? No way. Well, how cool is that though, guys? And there is a plug-in here. There is a plug-in for my phone. That one. Let's see here. See if I can feel it going in. I don't know. Can't see. There it is. Nope. There it goes. Let's see if it works. Just gotta turn the key on though. Yep. I don't know, I gotta turn on the map to learn this new deal here. I can't tell if it's charging or not. Let's turn it off. I don't know. I don't think it is. Normally when I turn it off, when I unplug it, like if I turn the screen off, the screen should turn on. Why is it not doing it? Something clicking. Yeah, I don't think that charger's working for some reason. I don't think. It's alright though. I've got, like I said, I've got a. Why wouldn't that charge? This has power. I mean, I can run another 12 volts. I got a 12 volt knockdown deal under the seat that I'm gonna plug in, but this is not charging. I don't think. I mean, it's not acting like it normally does. And that, yeah, this is pretty crazy though. It's actually, like I said, it is a little scary actually. Well, I'm definitely gonna get her to send me a. She's gonna have to send me another controller or something, because if this shit ain't working, I'll be pissed. No, I don't see it. Doesn't appear that it's working, but yeah, this bike is a lot heavier now. But you can't tell it as you're driving it. And because I do have the voltage on here now, I don't need that voltage deal, but I don't know if I can get one of these blue deals on top of this. It looks fatter than normal. I don't know, like I said, I'll play with all that crap tomorrow, but hell, I gotta be able to get my car in here somehow. Well guys, it's been kind of crazy. A crazy day. Let's see if old girl's sending me something here. What the hell is this? I need Alibaba. There she is. Yeah. UKC1. I'll read up. She sent me a manual for that controller and stuff, but I didn't even. I still gotta I gotta hook up that alarm and all that. But like I said, I've got a lot of stuff I still need to do. But I'm probably gonna throw everything on this car. I'm gonna throw everything on top of this car and back it in. But I need to get this table done. But wow, what a day. Like I said, if it was more, and I don't know if there's anybody out there that does it, but man, it would, if you actually could send in the make, if somebody would come up with kits like this and you actually send in the make and model of your bike, and they could get a little closer to custom fitting that, customizing your kit to fit your bike specifically. It doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, like I said, I'm more frustrated because I didn't get everything, but I'm gonna try to hook this up. Like I said, there's a wiring harness under the seat that came with the light kit. And what I'm gonna do is I'm assuming if I run these to the back, I can just run them all the way and then plug them into the 12 volt deal. And hopefully that will at least work my brake light. If I can get brake lights, turn signals, brake lights, turn signals, and headlights or tail light. If I can get that, I'm happy. It is kind of weird not having that big headlight up there. I only bought a that step down. That's another one I don't understand. I'm gonna have to play with, because I hooked all of the light system up on the 12 volt on this. See, this thing is a 3 amp 12 volt. It kicks 12 volts out of here and here, and I can actually test stuff under 12 volts on this. That's why I've got all these on here, because I was running through that light kit to make sure I can run that as 12 volts. But like I said, anyway, guys, I will probably more than likely going to get back on tomorrow once I get moving. But hell, I haven't even eaten. I've been working at this thing all day long. I haven't eaten except this morning, and I'm tired. But I'm gonna make a hole so I can get my car in here, and then I'm gonna go inside and relax a little bit. But man, I got a ride. I got at least a ride out of it, so that's pretty cool. Anyhow, guys, all right. Well, I guess we'll holler at you guys later, and we'll see you probably tomorrow.